and find something you're passionate about besides Ziggy.
How's it going? Sorry, the pups are in the background playing, so they might have stopped actually. Let's see, who's the wiener? Oh, Reap What You Sow is the wiener. Hey, Lady May. So I was listening over at Daisy's. They were talking about some interesting things. I still don't believe Fred is involved, but besides that, I just wonder how long he's known what he knows. Hey, Reapers. Elena. Nothing they say is interesting. Well, they were talking about some interesting stuff, I thought, about just this whole situation. But Daisy's set on Fred being involved. I don't think so. I don't. I wish I could talk to him. Guess what? They'll reap what they sow. They won't. She called you? A bondsman, though, will not let her out for 200. She's a flight risk, from what I hear. Did you talk to the bondsman directly, or did you just talk to Laura? So that is correct. Her bond is $2,000, but according to what I found out, well, a friend of mine found out when they were they called to see, they called a bondsman down there to see what Laura's bond was, instead of calling the jail directly, because the jail's probably been overwhelmed with calls. So she called the bondsman, one of the bondsmen, and he wouldn't do it for 10%. He needed the whole amount because she's a flight risk. So your phone won't let you accept it. Oh, really? So you couldn't talk to her? Well, she'll be out. She'll be out soon, I assume. I think if she didn't have failure to appears on her background, she probably would already be out. But since she's a flight risk because she didn't show up to court in the past, that's probably why the judge won't OR her. You text me? Hold on. Hold on 1 second. All right, sorry. I'm talking to somebody who knows or knew cotton. Laura has been in jail before. Nothing too serious, but the thing is, she has failure to appears on those. So the charges that she does have, she has some situations where she didn't show up to court. So that makes her a flight risk. Even though she doesn't have like really any serious charges. I think her most serious is like a possession or something, but she's got failure to appear on top of those. That's why I would not. If anybody bonds her out, just be aware that you'll probably end up having to pay the whole. For one, I wouldn't count on her going to court. I mean, I don't know, but I know she has a history of. She got arrested for possession of meth and paraphernalia. Her charges are not exactly the same as Fred's at all. They're actually completely different. Fred has selling, 2 charges of selling, and then 2 charges of maintaining a household where drugs are used or something like that. And then, excuse me, then Laura's is a possession of meth and then possession of paraphernalia. But I believe a possession of meth is automatic felony, no matter how much it is. I don't know how much it was that she had, but her bond's like $2,000, but yeah, she probably is under the assumption that she only has to come up with $200. Because she probably knows that her bond is $2,000, so she's probably assuming that she only has to have $200, which normally would be correct, but you'd have to find a bondsman that would be willing to do it for the 10% because she's a flight risk. I mean, if you can find a bondsman, but the one that K Crime checked into is not willing to do 10% for her. Police said nothing would happen until Summer's case. So this whole Summer's case closed thing, Nobody needs bailed out. This whole like closing of Summers' case, it doesn't mean the investigation has been closed. Just whatever was in front of the grand jury was closed. So, and we don't know for sure what was up at the grand jury, so it sounds like to me the grand jury had something to do with Summers' case. They had something that they had to make a decision on, and they didn't obviously have enough evidence to move forward with it, so they closed it. But that doesn't mean the investigation is closed at all. And we don't even know exactly what was before the grand jury as far as Summers' case. It could it be like possibly neglect charges, which I don't understand why they wouldn't freaking get neglect charges. I think there's evidence galore for that, but I think you have to be there too, don't you, to bond somebody out? Like, I don't think anybody can do it over the phone or anything. No, it was Fred that mentioned something about Summers' case when it closed, as far as when the grand jury closed Summers' case, it bumped Fred's case up. And that's how he ended up getting. But the Summers' case has never been closed. Like the investigation into her whereabouts. I called and they won't do a percentage. Her risk is too high. They said I would have to pay the full amount. Yeah, $2,237. So that's the $2,000 with, the bond. Bondsman wants a fee on top of that. I think that the grand jury probably was faced with some type of neglect charges against Dawn and Candace. That's probably what they were trying to decide on, whether or not they had enough evidence to charge Dawn and Candace with any type of neglect on the boys or Summer. That's probably what it was about. It probably doesn't have anything directly to do with her disappearance. That's just a guess, though. No, Summer's case is not closed. Yeah, the investigation and the grand jury case are like two different things. So I am told, so this whole thing about Fred being in solitary, from somebody who, I'm hearing that it's true and that the reason is because for his own safety. That is what I'm hearing. But I haven't talked to any staff directly over at Hawkins County that has told me this. but somebody who is related to a officer there over at Hawkins is who told me it's for his own safety, supposedly, whatever that means, I guess. But it's still not confirmed. That's just like hearsay still. Fred is. I heard Daisy and them talking about Fred being attacked. Yeah, it's Fred's. It was Fred. Fred was describing the way he's describing it is that he's saying somebody attacked him, somebody that was just new, who had just came in the jail and had just come in, just got booked in. And Fred said he was sleeping and laying there, and he had that towel around his neck, a cool towel around his neck to try to, because I guess the air is not working there or something. And I guess the guy choked him out with that towel. But that's Fred's story. But to me, it seems like law enforcement is trying to say that Fred tried to unalive himself. And I don't know what to believe. Because I do know that people, I know it's very, like, people who go to jail, they're under the belief, a lot of them are under the belief, if you get hurt in jail and have to go to the hospital, sometimes they'll have to let you go because of medical reasons. So sometimes inmates do try that. So I don't know what to believe. By the way, I read an email from you, I think yesterday. It was a really interesting email. I haven't got back to you though yet. Look at his throat. Well, but the thing is about that, it was done with a towel. So would there be marks? There probably would be somewhere. If it's done with a big ass towel, it's going to be different type marks than if it's done with like hands. Yeah, grand juries are usually secret as far as but the only reason why we're thinking the grand jury was involved with Fred is because because of what he was saying, and also the date his charges were filed was June 1st, which was the date that grand jury had met. Is jail incident reports public? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know exactly how long he was on S Watch. I don't know what to think about this. I don't believe that Fred is involved, okay? I don't believe that at all, but I don't know when and if he knows something that was somewhat recently learned or something. Right? There'd probably be some marks somewhere. He has some type of surgery or something up with his arm. I guess it was taken. He's had work done. I didn't understand what he was saying. His arm has had some type of work done and some type of pins put in or something. And the way he was talking, it sounded like some of that came loose or something. I didn't understand what he really meant about his arm and wrist. See, well, that's what Fred was wanting me to do. If you remember when I asked him, like, what is it? How can I help? He was wanting me to spread the word about him getting hurt in there, but, to me, it didn't sound like they did it on purpose. But I'm still confused. Sorry, guys. Yes, I noticed he said that. That's how he talks. But if you notice, did you notice I was really uncomfortable when he said he does that? He has told me he's said that before. He calls me sis, and he does say love you sis, stuff like that. He's like that. He's just I don't take it like he's just a very, very timid. Telling you, I don't. That's why I don't believe he could have anything to do with Summer's disappearance. I just do not believe it. He is way too sensitive of a man. I just can't see it. No marks on your neck. I worry about him. I'm afraid that he's gonna just end up dead, and that they're gonna try to, put something on him or something. I'm really worried about him being in jail, to be honest. I think that with everybody who has died surrounding this case, um, and yeah, I just don't trust it. And from what I'm hearing, the rumor about hold on. The rumor about Cotton being related to Jason and Chad, I don't believe that is true. Now, it's like everybody out there is cousins. So if Cotton is related to Chad or Jason, I don't think it would mean anything, really, because everybody's related out there. But from what to family I've talked to, so far I'm hearing that he's not related to Chad and Jason Arnold, which Chad Arnold is the one that was in the driveway at Fred's when Candace came by there. Jason Arnold is the one that passed away a few years ago, who Fred said was his best friend. He said that his death was Jason's mom I even talked to. I went and met her. And seemed like a lovely person. But yeah, I'm just now learning, like right now, that they're supposedly not related. But Cotton Simpson, he does have, like, his mother, I think, is an Arnold or something. But I don't think there's any close connection to Chad and as far as familial. I haven't done the whole family tree thing yet. If we keep looking into this guy, I'm sure I will, but I don't think he's closely related, at least at the very. Fred is looking at time for his charges, but there is hope because he doesn't have a record with drugs. So this being like his first like drug charge, he might be able to get some type of like rehab or something like that, or he might get the option to do like house arrest or something if he has somewhere to go. I don't know. He might be able to do house arrest at his mom's place. I don't know. It's out there on Ben Hill, though. But the thing is, if he's offered, if he is lucky enough to get some type of house arrest or, rehab combination, he'll be on probation for a long time. And they'll always have him doing drug tests, and I don't know. Probation sucks. Like, it's the worst thing ever. Well, he'd be on parole probably, right? Candace has always said she didn't see nothing or nobody. Now she did. Yeah, who is this person that she's seen? Yeah, that was a Simpson. Gary Simpson. Carly Trent's like uncle. Which is another odd situation. Some people believe that guy was set up because I guess he's not quite all there. And actually, he was a guardian of Carly Trent at one point. So some people think that guy was actually set up. I don't know. But yeah, Gary Simpson is the one that was found with Carly Trent. Jail said Fred was completely restricted from everything, said he was in the hole, and that is not good. I wish Fred's sister would call and get the facts. Did you call, Iris? He is restricted from everything? That's sad. Hold on. For what I thought, Candace got some of her drugs from Fred as well as Andy. No, I haven't really done a reading on it. Oh, Doug called? That's what I'm told, is that he's restricted for his safety. That's crazy though, guys. That is really crazy. Why? You know? Why? I mean, he's punished just because what he said got on the internet. I mean, it was me that put it out there. Why are they punishing him? I don't get it. I guess they could try to say, oh, it's for your safety. That's crazy, guys. It just blows my mind. Well, they won't let him call me. He's never told me he didn't do drugs. Rose, did you heard him say he didn't do drugs? I don't remember him ever telling me he doesn't do drugs. Now, he kind of laughed off the neighborhood, meth dealer thing, which it sounds like he did, dabble in selling a little bit, which, I mean, but of course somebody's not going to be like, oh, he probably was taking it as, he probably sells like a little bit, and who knows what all they do out there. I put his life in danger. Okay. He said he didn't do, but no, he said that he does do. He told me that he did meth daily, just enough to get him to feel normal, is what he said. I don't know. In the LDS church, really? I've always wondered. I've always had a feeling that there was, and I don't mean it disrespectfully either. And there's 333 in chat, my favorite number. Anyways, I've always suspected that, and it's no disrespect to the family or anybody in the family or anything, but I always had a feeling that there was plural marriage stuff going on in that family. And possibly with Dawn's mom. I don't know. It's just been a theory of mine that hasn't been completely debunked yet. I mean, do I think Candace and Fred were friends? None. Really? I do remember something like that. Did he? You're wrong, Regina. You're putting out misinformation. Did you hear about Donwell's mom's best friend being the one to take the boys for that first night they were taken by CPS because they didn't have any? I do remember something like that. Did she go to Fred's twice? I mean, I do know that Dawn went down there that night. Which is weird, but I guess Fred just hears everything going on, you know? Yeah, I heard that Daisy thinks that Fred is involved. But I do understand with this information and stuff, it does. Most people would probably be like, well, like, how's he know? You know what I mean? And it's 2 years later. So most people are going to look suspiciously at Fred. Just how it is. I mean, I even asked him, like, how long have you known this? I was so frustrated because I couldn't freaking hear anything. About Chad, they was talking about Chad Arnold and Fred on Cow Ladies, and the other lady said Cotton and Chad Arnold are related. Well, and I thought they were too. I figured that they were too, but according to family members, they're not thinking he's related to Chad and Jason, but you know, I mean, even Andy Bernard and Fred Hill are related, you know, and they're related to Marlena Crawford. You know, everybody out there is related. Isn't Dudley in the run? I believe so. Hey, Crystal. Yeah, it's too bad. Drugs cause good. Unfortunately, drugs are wreak havoc on good people's lives. I was talking about KU. I was talking about plural marriage. You know how I had kind of wondered about that in the Wells family. I don't think Dudley is arrested yet. They're going off Cotton's obituary. He could be. He could. I mean, but just if he is though, don't take it as something like a really big deal though, because like I said, everybody's related out there, so I don't think it would really mean much if they are. But I mean, it would be weird, I guess. I do know his mom is Cotton's mom, I think, is Arnold. Yeah, it's Andy Bernard, not Andy Brown. Andy Brown. Even though, Jody Sue wears the pants. He didn't take Jody Sue's name. The participant in the ring may pay an inmate a lot of money to shut Fred up permanently. Aww. Aww. Make sure you get him nice and dried off. Aww. Cold babies. She give you a bath.
What are you doing?
Playing with his little tail. Okay, Athena, you're a jealous freak. Okay, get down, honeys. Oh, hold on. Hey, RJ. Jody Sue Brown, no, they've never been married.
Come on. Tina, come on.
Law enforcement thinks Dawn sold her, maybe they sold her to one. They're party buddies. He tried to tell Dolly's chat. Were they kind of getting that confused? Well, he did. There was one thing he wouldn't tell me, and that is what, unless he could have, though, he does he does talk. That's why I don't think he's known something for very long, because he talks. I mean, he is a very quiet person and timid. He talks even quietly. He wouldn't just start. I don't know. He's a friendly guy. I'm sure Fred's okay in there. I hope so. If he ends up deceased in there, though, I'm never gonna shut up about it, because all these people passing away surrounding this case is quite odd. And it could be good that Fred was able to talk to me and maybe he is scared. I mean, gosh, if he got choked out, if that's for real, if they're trying to basically say Fred unalived himself when he really didn't, and somebody actually choked him out, but they're trying to make it like, I mean, that would be scary. Because why is the jail trying to, I don't know. I don't know what to believe with that one. It could be either. He could have, I guess. It wouldn't let me schedule anything with Laura. I could probably message her. I haven't messaged her yet, but I don't know. I should try to see if I get a response back because Reap What You Sow was able to contact her, so I could be, completely banned from the whole system. I don't know. I know it says that I'm not approved for visits with Laura or Fred. I didn't try anybody else, but I'm assuming it's everybody in Hawkins County. I just happened to check Fred and Laura because, But see, why should he get in trouble for something? But that doesn't even make sense, Nana. That's not anything that he did. It wasn't like it was an interview or it was, and I didn't even expect him to talk about the things he did at all. I didn't expect him to start talking about Summer Wells. I didn't think that he would know anything more at this point. You guys, I was shocked. That all was, yeah. It threw me off because I thought it was just going to be like, yeah, but they're not going to take it out on Fred, Nana. Yeah, but doesn't mention, but I saw that, but it didn't say anything about Jason. And that obituary was dated for 2014, and Jason would have been alive at that time. So that's what makes me think this is a different Chad Arnold. Crystal Spencer? I mean, I'm sure it does have something related to the jail call and stuff, but like the whole question is why though? Unless they don't want him unless there's something he knows they don't want out there. So that should be to you guys confirmation that he's telling the truth. Because otherwise, why would they keep him from talking to anybody? Crystal was Candace's friend that Dawn slept with? Oh, really? Let me look on Mobile Patrol. Okay, so you said her name is Crystal Spencer. How long ago was she arrested, though? There she is. Oh, she's... Is this really her? Hold on, I'll show you guys. Oh my God, dude. Man, that's just like one big orgy up there on Ben Hill, I guess. Hold on. Chad Arnold is his relative? I wouldn't doubt it. More than likely they are, but a relative I was talking to told me they didn't think so. But that Crystal Spencer, is this Dawn's girlfriend? Hey, come here. Come here. Hey, Sunshine. Thank you so much. Hold on. She may have locked Bandon up. It looks like her. Does she look exactly what you imagine? Is that why? Hold on. Did she lock you out of here? Oh, poor babies. Ow, your nails. Okay. Laura's arrest was why do I want to say 23rd? Do you want to hear that Don Wells has immunity because he's a CI? Really? Yeah, good point. There's been 10 tons of bullshit on YouTube in the past 2 years, and law enforcement has not listened, reacted to anyone in a harsh way. But they silence Fred. Says a lot to me. Yeah, they probably should have. Actually, it probably would have brought less attention to it if they just let it go and not reacted in any way. Because this is what you would expect to happen when somebody has information that you don't want out there, that you don't want the information out there. It's just so predictable, you know. You guys, he's not going to be in trouble for something I do. You guys got to use your noggin. Oh, thank you for sending me that. Who emailed me her Facebook link? Crystal Spencer. Let me see here. Okay. Anyways, interesting. They sure do, RJ. You personally think it's a tactic that law enforcement has used? Possibly. Crystal Spencer is, I guess, one of Don Wells' previous little romp in the sheets. Supposedly he hooked up with this chick when Candace was sleeping or something. Isn't that the basically what went down or something like that? Well, of course it has more to do than just it goes way further than we could even imagine. I mean, even RJ brought up what's it called, RJ? The 313 initiative. I think highway, what is it, 75? Interstate 75, isn't it? That he is under the impression he does have a way to get out. But see, he needs a lawyer. That's the first thing that needs to happen. He hasn't even seen a judge since he's been in there. I don't understand how that's even legal. I've always heard you have to see a judge within 24 hours. He was scheduled for court. What was it? Like the 23rd? He didn't have any court. He didn't know what I was talking about. I don't think so, Jojo. I don't believe that I don't feel responsible at all for him being cut off from anybody, because no, I don't. Because why should he be cut off for something I did? That doesn't even make sense. He didn't do anything wrong. There's information that he has that they know if I'm cut off from talking to Fred, they know that just one of you guys will just go right there behind me and sign up and talk to him. They know that. So they're keeping him from everybody. I don't know how they can really legally do that. I just wish that he had a lawyer that could help him through this stuff, because and also for something unalive him, for him saying that Cotton's involved. That guy's not alive anymore, but no, Laura's not released. Yeah, and I thought that's what they would do. I've been dropped from a video call before when and I've been dropped for just what I was wearing, and it wasn't even any big deal. It was like a tank top. And I was talking to another chick. So I know, they're very strict. And if they were, I was surprised that I got that phone call with him that second time after the video chat. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, I do feel bad if that's really, I mean, I do feel bad, as far as, because, yeah, I mean, ultimately, I guess it is my fault that what's going on with him. So, yeah, I do feel bad, but he shouldn't have to. The thing is, he shouldn't be getting any type of consequences for something I do. They should just tell him, listen, don't talk about the Summer Wells case to anybody, and let him continue his visits with other people. And then if he, seemed to still not be able to keep quiet, then I don't know how they can force somebody not to talk. No, I don't, Down Under. And I'm sure you had no problem listening to him. I don't feel guilty at all. I'm not going to go back and forth with anybody. Was he telling you he loved you at the end of the video call? Yes. Yes. He said it twice, and I was uncomfortable and kind of just was like, yeah, you're like a brother to me. Don't get any weird ideas. No, I think that he's just he might have a little crush. I don't know, but I don't think so. I think it's more that he's just a good Southern boy. Just he's one of those that will call you his sister or his brother. And that's just how he is. That's why I don't feel like he has anything to do with Summer Wells' disappearance, because he's just very childlike. You were cry laughing at what? Yeah, I think Candace is Maroon is fine too. I don't think her. Yeah, I tried to hide her. I don't think she meant anything bad. I don't know if he likes the attention or not. You think so? He's a very simple guy, and now Laura might. He sees Laura as much more of a one that would want more attention. And I don't know. I don't understand why people think I'm trying to understand people's point of view, why I would feel bad for. I mean, of course I feel bad if, but as far as like that sucks, like he shouldn't get punished because of something I do. If that's, you know what I mean? And I know how strict they are in jail. Like they look, just like somebody was saying, they look at it as it's a privilege. It's not a right for you to get to use the phone or video chat or anything, and they can take it away from you for any reason they want to. They don't have to have any explanation. That's why they do that, to save their ass. So people don't come in saying, oh, they took away my rights. No, it's not a right. It's a privilege. And so that's what sucks. They don't have to have a reason to take away his privileges. You can't get any visits either if you're in the hole. Yeah, I would agree, Jeb. I would agree. It's probably just best to let the system kind of I would guess that he's probably I believe he'll get out in August. Hypothesis. Because with taking into consideration his background and the seriousness of the charges, I think his court date in August, they'll really lower his bond, way lower, or they'll OR him. But he's gonna get he might have to go to prison. He might have to do a little bit of time. And you know what? If he doesn't have to and gets some type of parole or probation, then that's just already a prison sentence right there, because that means he would have to stay clean the whole time and not even smoke weed, which I don't think he's big on weed anyways. Oh, I love this little Miss you, I love this little Pomeranian. I love Athena too, so yeah, I guess. Oh, you mean you don't see it being a safe friendship as far as being, it is kind of getting kind of dicey now that people are getting arrested and he's getting arrested and stuff. It makes me a little bit nervous. Says somebody who's coming in here doing teenager things. Carol, you don't ever see me going anywhere you're at talking about you ever. That's teenager shit. That's what you do. Listen to this thing. Caitlin gave him a bath. Yeah, I'm trying to keep this little thing. He's a cute little thing. Oh, you're cold. Here, let me here. I'll get you nice and warm. There. No, chill. I'm trying to get you warm. Okay. Fine. I was trying to do something nice. They can't say no to right of offense. Yeah, I don't. He doesn't have a lawyer. According to him, he's not aware of. He needs somebody. He does need counsel. He needs somebody in there talking to him now and protect, especially if they're freaking questioning him about the Summer Wells case. He is confident that they're not at all, thinking that he had anything to do with it. He seems like very confident in that. And I believe him, but still, people get hemmed up all the time. And this is a case that, it would be a case that somebody would be desperate to solve. It puts a bad light on the community, and oh, he hasn't had one for like a month, Giselle. Since he's a Pomeranian, he has to have one like at least once a month, because otherwise he gets dingleberries, and those aren't very attractive. And I don't want him on my bed putting dingleberries and little smear poop marks on my bed. I don't believe that the Bones incident was at all. I heard Daisy saying that. I don't believe the Bones incident was fake, guys. I really don't. I do not think that he was playing me at all. But the lady that was on Daisy's panel, she did know what she was talking about. Pretty much everything she said, it was spot on to what I know to be fact. And it was, I couldn't see her name. It didn't say a name, but anyways, she said she believed that the bones were that it was a setup for Molly and Blowhorn, whatever, Betty, whatever her name is. If it was a setup, yeah, I could believe that, but I just don't believe that it was a setup. I really don't. I think he would have, I don't know. I just don't believe it. It wasn't Christine, it was another lady. I know who Christine is. Do you guys really think that Dawn is a confidential informant in some way? No, but I'm not a very paranoid person too, so maybe I'm just, maybe too relaxed about that kind of stuff. I do notice like I don't get as paranoid as easily as some people do, so but I don't feel like the guy that was mentioned, he's deceased, and if he was alive, it would be such a different story. But of course, I believe it's many, many, many people involved in this. So I think if this Cotton dude is involved, he's just like one small slice of the pie. I agree. I agree. I mean, yes, because Molly's husband said so. Has she been live about? Was she on Kick or something? I was watching her, but she isn't she now kind of turning towards the fact that she believes she's kind of suspicious of Fred, and I get it. I understand why you guys would be at this point. I do. Trust me, if I find I just I'm not even being dramatic. If it comes out that he had anything to do with it, I don't I'm not even sure how like I it would be devastating to me. I know that. And I'm not trying to exaggerate or anything like that. I mean it. I would be very distraught. For a while. I don't, it would be it's so unbelievable to me. Oh, I think they were joking about just saying because Molly's husband said it. I think they were just being sarcastic. But where has he been talking at? Is this on Kick or something? I think it does have something to do with it. Because he's not a troublemaker. He's timid. He doesn't, he's keeps to himself. So what could he have possibly done to? And they don't let the inmates choose where they want to go either. There are some that would like to be in solitary confinement because for whatever reason. But, how do we know Fred is in the hole? I loop on purpose, she said. Yeah. Wish I could talk to a creator. Oh, I'm sorry, Rose. I don't know. I just stay out. Team or Rose, if there's usually a disagreement, I stay out of it. It's not anything personal or anything. I just hope that people will, work it out. Just because, but I understand what you're saying. It's just that conflict makes me really uncomfortable, and I avoid it really. And so, in hopes that it just kind of works its way out. It gets me in trouble a lot, but what do you think Daisy's getting played about? You're supposed to shave around the butthole. Yeah. I did cut some around, but yeah, he's a real fluff ball. He is a fluff ball. And he's one of the kind that is supposed to be stay small too. Even though, there's no such thing as really teacup Pomeranians. It's just a sales gimmick, but they do try to breed them as small as possible because people want the tiny ones like Paris Hilton's. And he's one of the ones that was supposed to stay pretty small, but he's not super duper small. His birthday is September 29th. September 29th, 2022. I hope so. I hope that it makes them safer and not I don't want to bring of course I don't want to bring danger to them, but I just don't see any danger that I've brought to them, but because the guy is deceased, but just don't mention it, Rose. Just ignore it. Oh man. Sorry, I couldn't help but laugh at that comment. That was funny. Can people who don't like me what was that comment? Aw. Yeah. I know, but if they come out and they try to mention one guy's name, I'm just not gonna kind of how if It's kind of reminding me of the Delphi case for some weird reason. How now they got this Richard Allen arrested, who nobody had ever talked about or really thought of. Hey. Hey. But I think it's like goes bigger than Richard Allen kind of here with this situation. There's not, surely they're not going to say, oh, it's this one guy and then that's it. My mods are nice, Rose. you're kind of purposely like bringing attention to it. I need to go get a pop real quick. For those asking why no charges on Don and Candace for the kids, it's not uncommon for law enforcement to not press charges when DCFS is involved. Losing their children is the punishment. Candace 89, Don 57, Grinnis 10, Fred 1, Monkeys maybe, I wonder. Yeah. People call him a liar. It's kind of like what we see it all the time here on YouTube. They call me a liar and then they don't say exactly what I lie about. But same thing with Fred. Fred's a liar. Or he's so scary because he shot this guy in the neck. But it just takes like 2 seconds of research and you can find out like what happened with that situation. I mean, he's a pretty good shot. I wouldn't want to mess with the dude. He shot the guy in the neck from freaking... He had to have been pretty far away. I don't know what he shot him with. Probably a rifle. Just a 22 or something. I don't know. The monkey has realized seen the article. Have to help her brush up. I think Rose knows the case. She's been around for a while. But I'm sorry if anybody is getting into it in the chat. It's just I don't mean to laugh and make not a big deal of it or anything, but I mean, I don't know. She was trying to bring a lot of attention to the situation that wasn't even, I don't know. Yes, there were 4 monkeys at this meth lab. Aww. Daisy said Don and Candace are good people. You know it's not good when you're reported to law enforcement for having children around and the whole police squad shows up. That tells me they are very bad people. Where did this happen, Nana? I haven't been watching them lately, but you're good, Rue. I don't know. It's fine. You got. Don't also take acid. Well, that's why I was like, is he, how many days has he been up on meth? When he started talking, I'm like, seriously, my heart sank when he started talking about monkeys. I was like, oh my God. I put so much into him, so much faith into him. And I remember being so freaking disappointed when he started talking about monkeys. I was like, oh my God, he is lying to me, or he is like delusional. But then I started thinking about it. I remember talking to over on Scott H's that same night. I believe I think I talked about it on Scott H's before I even put anything on my channel. I was on my way home from Tennessee and I called into his channel and we talked about the monkey thing. And the more I thought about it, I was like, well, really, it's not like any more strange of a wise tale or whatever they're called, like as like people believing in Bigfoot and stuff, you know. Did you see where law enforcement went to their hotel room when someone reported them for having children? Really? Are you serious? Thank you for the Cashapp. Fixin' two. Took me a second to. That's Fixin' two. Thank you so much. I need to go get a drink. It's only going to take me a second. I'm just going to mute 1 second. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Thank you, Team Rose. Thank you for your info, hard work, relentless focus, and letting me be here. I learned more from your channel. Well, thank you for stopping by and hanging out. I'm sorry that, we're all not going to get along. I apologize for that, but my mods have been with me for a while, and I've got a pretty good crew. Beach Creek area, like someone was attacked by one, and they also rescued some in a drug bust. That makes Fred's story seem likely to me. He was saying that the monkeys that he was talking about are like 150, 200-pound monkeys. Like, he's saying, like, they're dangerous. Haskell Rhines was like, I couldn't tell if he was, I could tell Haskell was a real jokester, so I didn't know whether to take Haskell serious or not. You could be the next wiener. If anybody wants to make some stickers for the channel here, I'll add them to my channel stickers. By the way, because we need some more. We need some new channel stickers. So just know if you take the time to make any, I will implement them. I wouldn't make more than a couple though, because I don't have very many slots. Like, they only let you upload so many. I also need a new intro. I did have a new intro, like Michelle D. She pretty much made a bunch of, or made a big part of that intro. The one that has Snoop Dogg. Like, it sounds like Snoop Dogg. Well, anyways, every time I use that one, it strikes my channel. So I can't, because it's something that I used in it that demonetizes the video. So I need to come up with another intro. Yeah, a lot of those stickers are so old. Yeah, so we have 333, the Diet Coke. Diet Coke's here to stay. Oh gosh, look, we still have, I don't even remember that chick's name. The one that I have as a devil ears. I forget who she was, but man, she was like the biggest troll forever. Yeah, we need some new ones. Janine, or is that, yeah, Janine? Why is my freaking face like, it has some kind of allergies? Like, do any of you guys get allergies at night? The lore runs deep. He doesn't get any commissary or anything? Well, that's lame. Why? What about the wings picture? The angel one? I can't believe I made those. Those have been on for members of this channel for a year and a half, and it's still those stickers are still relevant. We're still talking about the same case. The little pig's cute though. All damn day allergies. Who said Fred was in the hole, or is that speculation? Well, I've heard it from some pretty reliable sources. It's basically, it's still hearsay, really. I haven't called the jail myself, but didn't you guys say that Doug called? Didn't Doug from No Thanks call? One of you guys got me peppermint oil, actually. Thank you so much for gifting a membership. And it went to No Nope. That's a good one. I need to do something special for members. But the thing is, I never have done like members only anything, because I know it's a good way to make money. Like, I've seen creators do it all the time. Like, when they've got something that's really good coming out, they just do members only so that they can get a bunch more members and stuff. But it's kind of, at the same time, kind of like makes me feel grimy. So,
Hot Cheetos.
is that Don or Dog the Bun? He called and was very nice, and like the time he was very rude to my friend. Oh, really? So he did call. Dad called. I heard it. Sorry, my daughter's being. Who's that handsome devil in the picture? I had to put me some shades on looking at that. He'd be looking like Men in Black. Ronnie Lawson too. Whenever he has a. What? Wait, what? Had to put me some shades on looking at that. He'd be looking like Men in Black. He has a video where he did it. I think sleep schedule might regulate when allergies are worse. If you are a night owl and sleep in during the day, then symptoms might be worse at night. Huh. Okay, I'll look at. Hold on. I'm playing Doug's video. He's calling the jail and asking about Fred. Okay. Oh man. Well, he's kept from everything, so I don't know. To me, I would say that is why. What other reason? I don't see. To me, that would be evidence that he's telling the truth. Cotton used to be good looking when he was younger. It's so strange. I mean, now that we know he's in the, I wish people wouldn't like call for silly things, but I don't know how we could regulate that. It is good to know, though, that I am glad that he called, and I'm glad to know that information. It's weird that they didn't even say at all why. They're probably just telling him it's for his own safety, because that's what I'm told by somebody who is related to one of the staff members there. I'm told it was due to his own safety, supposedly. I guess I don't know. From what I hear, he really he really looked rough towards the end of his life. Like nothing. I don't know. I think the drugs really affected his looks really bad, because I'm told that he was like a good-looking guy. at one time. And when I saw, and if you look at the picture on his obituary, that's where he got his nickname, by the way. Cotton. It's because of his hair. His hair was a kind of whitish blonde, and so he got the nickname Cotton because of it. Hold on, I'm trying to find an obituary with his picture. What are you doing over there, dog? You're making a freaking... Okay. Passed away on February 14th, 2023, which, by the way, I believe was on his daughter's birthday. See how his hair is? That's where he got the nickname Cotton. See, he used to be cute, but somebody said, I remember going to high school with Lynn. He was so laid back and always nice to me. I was friends with Brenda and hung out up on the mountain a few times. My heart goes out to each of you because I know missing your mama, is bad enough. I know exactly how you're feeling. Prayers and love sent to you all. It was like, I'm confused about this cliff thing. I was confused. It sounded like he was saying that he was something about it being underwater and then a cliff. I don't know. You guys' guess is as good as mine with that. Do you guys understand? I do know, though, nobody's going to go just stroll up to Laurel Run and go right to, where they believe supposedly, this tip came in about summer or whatever, supposedly. It's not easily accessed from what it sounds like. My email is youtubeziggy@outlook.com. Why? Who's David Cohen? Thank you for the Cashapp. Thank you so much. I don't know exactly who it is, but it's one of you guys that goes by Nene. So David Cohen, yeah, it does say David Cohen Jr. right here. June 23rd, 23. So that was just a few days ago. It could be somebody from this community that put it there. Police report to the cliff incident. Oh, and I will say though, his death is listed as a accident. By the way, it is listed as an accident, but it's one of those cases that there's a lot of mystery surrounding it, and some people who are related to him or were friends with him do not believe that it was an accident. A lot of people believe that somebody did something, or yeah. He was also found, like, I guess, face down and in water. So when he fell off, I guess he did fall off a cliff and face down in water, which is kind of like how Earl Taylor was found, which Earl Taylor was also known as an accident. But he did pass away out there, though, cursed. He passed away out there, which is weird. I mean, it's his Aw, thank you so much for the cute little butterfly that somebody emailed me. Hold on, I'll show it. You think so, Ricky? So you think so, even though the guy's like deceased? I don't know. Maybe with this out there, maybe it is a good thing that it's out there then, because if people didn't know about this, what was going on about Fred talking to police about this guy or whatever, if we didn't know that and something, it could have all. It might be a good thing that it's out there. He was a couple years ago caught in. He looked really rough. He looked like somebody who had been. He looked like a meth head for sure. Let me see if I can find. Well, this one picture, this one he doesn't look. Here's 2021. This one he doesn't look all too bad, but he's far from handsome or anything. This is October 7th, 2021, at least when it was posted on Facebook. A blonde man. Well, his hair is kind of, I would say, blondish for sure. Yeah, I forget how. No, Fred did not know. I wasn't streaming Catnap, so that's not true. So how could that even happen when I didn't even stream? I did not stream our visit at all. I don't know what you're talking about. Fred did not have any idea. For one, I had no idea that he was going to even talk about Summer. Our conversation was recorded and then posted. It was not streamed live. But there's nothing in the rules that says you cannot record it at all. When you look up his name, what did you Google? Did you Google Roy Simpson or? Well, here's this one. Hold on. Hopefully it will let me pull up this article. Of course not. Damn it. What are you tearing up in there? I hear it. Here he is right here. At least I'm told this is him. I can't get the article to freaking come up. So, yeah. Like Grandis. Oh, man. Did you see the guys in the background walking around watching him while I was on the phone? Yeah, so somebody else noticed that too that was telling me about it. And she was trying to find who those people were. Because you can go on Mobile Patrol app and see who all is in Hawkins County Jail right now. Cotton used to sell weed when we were teenagers. Oh, you know him? Do you know a Fred? Really? They were circling around in a group. It was like odd looking, like they were ganging up to do something to somebody. It was. Huh. Maybe Fred and Cotton were friends, and he would have taken a secret to the grave until he ended up in a predicament to use it for his own gain. Well, it is weird that it's brought out when, right when he's arrested. I can't lie about that. Possibly, and he was a bad alcoholic towards the end of his life too. I know alcohol is to me, it's one of the worst drugs out there. Hold on. So I am getting it does look like he is possibly it does look like he is related to Chad and Jason from what it looks like. I was thinking that was incorrect information about Chad and Jason, but it does look like from what I hear his mom, so Roy's mom is the sister of, like, I think her brother is the father of Chad and Jason, or a sibling of Roy's mother is the parent of Chad and Jason, is from what I hear. So that would be that they would be first cousins then, right? If that were true, that'd make them first cousins. The year on this one, it's hard for me to. Um, 2020. April 7th of 2020. So I think this must be his dad right here, Roy C. Simpson. Let's look at that actually real quick. See, the thing is, too, Churchill is where the Arnold boys are from, too. Roy C. Simpson of, yep, that's 106 Sandy Road. in Rogersville passed away Sunday, February 28, 2010, at his home surrounded by his family. He was born September 14th in 1932 in Hawkins County. He retired from Clinchfield Railroad. He is preceded in death by his parents, Jasper Lawn and Letha Cox Simpson, his sister Dorothy Simpson, brothers John, Herbert, and Dee Simpson, and sister-in-law Kathleen Simpson. Some survivors include his loving wife of 48 years, Martha Arnold Simpson of the home, son Lynn Cotton Simpson, and wife Cindy of Rogersville, daughter Brenda Whalen, and husband Randy of Rogersville, grandchildren Cody Whalen, Sarah Simpson, Casey Simpson, brother Tim Simpson, and wife Elaine of Churchill. Which comment? Yeah, the time that he died, he's 59, I'm 60, but we were both the same age, close to the same age. Do you want to come up here and talk about your experience? Why, what's going on, Reap? I don't catnap. But you sure, I mean, it's funny how you always have something negative to say to me, though. Never anything positive. So I'm not going to take anything you say to heart because you're always going to have something negative to say. Do the haters really think that I'm going to take anything they say to heart? Or that something they say is going to make me feel bad? No, that's what they do. They're supposed to try to make me feel bad. You worked with Rick Hinkle there? Do you know this guy? You guys know each other? You have no way to talk on panel? I could give you a link. Thank you, Sunshine. I'm glad you're here. That's his mom. I think that's his mom and his dad and his mom, sister. Candace said that Chad Arnold was in Fred Hill's driveway at 4:30. Yep. That's true. I can drop a link and see if he can call. I mean, this link would be just for, that's if he wants to. If he doesn't, Rick, if you don't want to come up, I mean, and I would, if you want some notice, you can come on tomorrow. If you don't want to come on without notice, because we'd love to hear what you have to say. Yeah, Chad was the one that was over at Fred's when Fred wasn't there. He could also call in. I can give him a phone number to call in, or I can give him a link. Wasn't Chad Arnold? Yeah. Chad isn't deceased, but Jason is. I think he was better friends with, I think Fred was better friends with Jason than Chad. Chad, yeah, is this true? I heard about that too. Is it really true that Chad was over at the hill for that little, I mean, I thought this was a kids party. I thought it was like a kids party. But how come there was how come Chad Arnold and some other people were there? That's weird. Let's respond to an email. Yeah, but she wasn't even there, was she? Marlena had left like the day before or something, didn't she? But she had been staying over there at 110 for a while. Weird that she suddenly was gone that day of the party, and it was her the baby daddy that was there with the child, right? Zap somebody. Ricky, are you solo cup? No, if Ricky was solo cup, he would know how to call in. Athena, chill out. You're not missing anything. Can somebody tell me who Rebecca Dykes is? Am I supposed to know who Rebecca Dykes is? I'm asking for a reason because I got an email about, and I'm trying to figure out who she is. Is that Andy Bernard's wife? Can't remember the details, but I might go back and listen. And it was a phone call with a neighbor there on Crystal's Crime Time without a crystal ball. I don't know which one I confuse them. Probably Crystal's Crime Time. Who's Rebecca Dykes? I just wish somebody would. And Ricky, somebody wants to know if you know a Lee Speller. Well, Ricky, are you the one emailing me? Well, email me, Ricky, so that I can get a hold of you. Maybe we can talk outside of YouTube. I know that is gross, Kelly. I don't understand it either. So the reason why I was asking who Rebecca Dykes is because I got an email mentioning Rebecca Dykes. I don't know who that is. Only one I can think of would be Rebecca or Becky or Becca. Would it be Andy Bernard's girlfriend or wife? She has tarot card readings. Yeah, Polly is Andy's mom. Nightbot, you were everywhere. That's true. Adults could be partying, but I didn't know that. Oh, okay. I guess there's. I didn't know 110 would be really a hangout for. I didn't know that Chad Arnold and them hung out up there at 110. That's just news to me. So, from what you guys have heard, Don and Candace don't know anything. No, a Roy Cotton, or I mean Roy Simpson. You don't think the party was at the Wells? Well, Ricky, can you email me at Nightbot? Should probably drop my email here in just 2 seconds. I'm gonna go. I think there's my email. Anybody who has anything interesting that to talk about this case, or who is a local or knows anything interesting that would like to talk about here on panel, email me, because that's how usually I get most of my stuff I talk about. It's just from you guys, like, contacting me, letting me know things, and I really appreciate it. Okay, Ricky, well, if you can email me, that'd be great. I don't think you're a troll. I believe you. I can tell when people are being, like, just like I could tell Blue Solo Cup was a local who has been in the chat too, but he was just throwing in some sprinkles of lies too, and we had to decipher and pick through and try to figure out which ones were the truth. And then chill. Hey, beautiful sunflower. Now I was just about to go, but I will, Connie. I want to go talk to Fred. Who knows if he's out soon? I definitely. I'll go visit him. ASAP when he gets out. I mean, I have some time probably to figure something out, because he probably won't be out. I'm guessing he probably won't be out till August at the earliest is my. So, hey, Justin. Oh no, are you serious, Justin? You were live? Ricky Hinkle, do you know Earl Taylor? You were on your second channel? Oh, well, thank you, Kelly. Thank you guys for. Hey, One Love, did I'll text you after this live. So, did I not text you? I think I did text you, didn't I? So you had a. I meant to. I went to text you at least, just so you would have my number, but. My sister is married to a Bernard that is out of Beach Creek. Oh, really? Oh, so you did get it, One Love? Okay, cool. Is your sister Becca? Is your sister married to Andy Bernard? Ricky Hinkle. That sounds like that actually sounds familiar. Do you know a Lee Speller? Ricky? Lee Speller? Your family just got in from the Middle East at midnight. They are here for 2 months. What? You're not going to believe what her name is. It is Candy. Oh, your sister's name is Candy? Someone is using Dawn on the other side of the name, and it's Dawn, and wherever Ronnie Lawson. Poor Ricky doesn't know what he got himself into. That's true. Yeah, change your name if you don't care to be anonymous. Yeah, you think that until like these people, I mean, they will go into your whole, which I feel the same way because my whole life's been put out there, and they swear they haven't found everything yet, and still are looking to uncover, my crazy past. They are just so sure they're gonna find some kind of gem hid out there that's never been discovered. That's awesome, Justin. Okay, I appreciate it, Ricky. You never know. You might know more than you think you do. I mean, we've talked about a lot of people in that area, and I'm just curious if you know some others that we've talked about. All right, guys, I'm going to go. I'm sorry, Justin, that you just enjoyed your live. I feel bad. I didn't even know you were live. I have my notifications turned off for YouTube because they've been off for pretty much since the beginning of my YouTube days because I didn't want to see. I started noticing like every time I get a notification, it would be a live about me or something, and I was like, oh God. So I hated seeing, the negativity pop up on my screen when I was trying to enjoy my day, so that's why I don't have notifications on for YouTube. So when I go live, I don't really know usually who's live unless they just so happen to pop up. So please don't ever take it like I'm purposely doing that, because I'm not usually if I see that there's a couple people live about Summer Wells, I'll usually will try to wait for a little bit. I'll go live if somebody's been on for some time. If they've already been on for a couple hours, I'll go live. I don't care. It doesn't make me feel bad then, but yeah, I saw that she was not happy with you today, Justin. I think Christine's pretty nice though, Justin, don't you think? I don't understand though why I don't understand your guys' little war. I know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go back there. That's a good point. It's like each time I go, I'm more scared than the last time. And which is usually not scared at all. But this last time that I went, like, I was a little bit nervous. And I think I will be nervous if I go back again. So yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna go about doing it because it's not like you can just like go meet Fred somewhere because he you have to catch him at home or you're not catching him. He is not. He does not like it's you can't just like text or call him and be like, hey, meet me here. Yeah, see, I wouldn't be able to. Yeah, I wouldn't bring. I wouldn't even. Yeah, I wouldn't even drive out there with my daughter anymore because I just. I don't know. I mean, I've talked some smack about the law enforcement out there, so. Yeah, cover my plates. All right, guys. Everybody have a good night, and we will talk tomorrow. Ta-ta.